Hey, this is Ken Finnan from Capital Advantage Tutoring. And what the hell happened? Where did I go? Am I in like a different world? That's crazy. But I am a stone cold fox, and you know it. But anyway, it's my job to get you past the FINRA exams and the Series 63, 65. So a lot of confusion comes around TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protection Securities. So let's get into it. Okay, so we can agree that if you buy a 5% par bond for $1,000 par bond, 5%, it's going to pay you what? $50 a year, right? We're going to get $50 a year. Okay, we're good with that. Now, here's the thing. So what happens? Well, over time, inflation, like now it's like 8, 9%. You're like literally losing money every month with this. So what they do is they have the I bonds are kind of what they're talking about, but this is a little different thing. I've done a video on the I bonds where I talk about how every 6 months, they readjust their coupon, the coupon this time on the based on inflation. Right now they're paying 9%. There's some downfalls with it. That's not this, but it's the same idea that it adjusts for inflation to get rid of purchasing power or inflation risk, which is what these are doing. So we have a $1,000 par bond paying 5%. That's $50. Okay, fair enough. Now let's say here's the problem. What happens if inflation, which is measured by the Consumer Price Index, CPI, if that comes in at like, say, 7%? Okay, well, you're losing, even if it's 2%, you're losing a little bit of buying power. But here, if it comes in at 7%, and so what happens is everything in your life just went up by 7%. But you're still only getting the same at $50 a year. So normal bonds, that's a problem over long haul. That's why bonds, even though they're long-term products, aren't really good for long-term because, well, over time, you lose some of your purchasing power risk. So let's bring this back. So now, CPI is 7%. All you're going to do is multiply. Remember, we don't change the coupon. We change the par value. The par value is going to change based on inflation to let you keep pace with inflation, not beat it, keep pace. So 7%, so we're going to go, now the inflation went up by 7%, so the par value is going to increase by 7% also. So our new par value is now 1,070, okay? So our par value is 1,070. Our coupon is still 5%. So we're going to say, what's 5% of 1,070? Because that's our new payment. So 5%, 1,070 times 5% equals $53.50. So our new payment is now going to be $53.50. That's your annual payment, okay? So if they say annual, there you are. But if they pay semi-annual, you just divide it by 2, and that's going to be, that's annual, and it's going to be 26.75 semi-annual. Okay, that's this. Okay, so we're going to get $26.75 every 6 months and $53.50 annual. That's how the test is going to go. Some of the vendors make you figure out what it's going to be after 6 months, and then it compounds, and it's going to be a little bit more than that. I can't see the test doing that. It's really going to be what's your annual or what's your semi-annual payment. They're not trying to make you do algebra. So now the thing is, here's the problem with this. This is awesome. You're keeping pace with inflation. So if you buy one of these TIPS, now remember, a TIPS, since it has an advantage for the investor, the coupon's going to be lower than regular treasury bonds. So yeah, we wish we can get a 5% one, right? But give it a couple of months. If you have a government bond, a T-bond paying 5%, this will probably pay 3.5 or 4. Since you're getting a benefit, they're going to lower what they pay you. So 1,070, 5%, that's your good number. Now here's the problem. The IRS goes, well, you got an extra $70. They're going to tax you on that shit. Okay. So you're going to pay taxes on the increased amount. So you get screwed either way. The IRS loves to find ways to screw you on the increased amount. Okay. So you're going to pay taxes on that 70. That's another version of phantom income. Now, the good thing is when the bond matures, you will get this higher number. So most likely, if you buy a TIPS, and it matures, you're not going to get 1,000. You're going to get a number much higher than that because there's inflation every year, no matter what. Now, let's say in the rare thing, which never really happens, there's deflation. They will actually reduce your par value below 1,000. But the good thing is, if you hold it to maturity, you're guaranteed to get at least your 1,000 back. So that's a good thing. So here it is. So TIPS adjust for inflation to keep pace with inflation or purchasing power risk. It does not beat it, it stays with it. If you want to beat inflation, you're talking variable annuities, stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, anything equity, common stock, not preferred. If you want safety and keep pace with inflation, Then if you want safety and keep pace with inflation, then you're going to buy a TIPS and it's going to adjust. This is not the same as the I bond. The I bond actually adjusts the coupon. This adjusts the par value. And this is how we do it. And then we're good to go. Thank you very much. And please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to come to my live Q&A every Tuesday and Thursday night for all FINRA exams, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Be there.